Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. JoJo Natson now on the return. He'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Ready to defense. Out comes Cleveland. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up the throw from the gun. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. 7 yards, the pick up there.
Rashard Higgins.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this 1st quarter. After one, it's 13-6.
Browns 13. Ravens 6.
Now Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler, he led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
It off to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The 55-yard attempt. Normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee all always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And that will be incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rolling to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Marcus. Might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second.
More accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out, and instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Jackson from the shotgun. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Greedy Williams.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Moved the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like guys pass protect. Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So back-to-back. I'm staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's Mark Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
And
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on third down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.